Good morning. This is just an update from the video I made yesterday. Aries is going to be next, but I wanted to, I had a couple people contact me and they're like, well, on your update, you were pretty negative. No. I was not trying to be negative. I was being real. Like I said, during this time, there's going to be a lot of stuff that seems like, it feels like Loki playing tricks on you. I mean, just a lot of bogus stuff. The whole month and most of July is not always going to be like that. There's going to be some good moments too. And I feel for around June 21st, 22nd, it's going to ease up just a little bit. But do expect the unexpected. I mean, I wasn't being negative. Here's an example. And this wasn't the person I talked to yesterday. This is actually a little closer to home. I had somebody that I felt that they were going to get a job. And I felt this like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. And the call didn't come, the call didn't come, the call didn't come. Actually, you know what? That call was coming, but because of either they didn't see it or they missed it. Do you know what? That person was actually hired a week and a half ago, but nobody knew it because somehow it was misconnections. Phone calls weren't going through. Stuff like that. Well, guess what? They got the job. They had the job. Okay, so what I'm saying is during this time period, and like I said, this is not the person I talked to yesterday, but I'm just saying, this is the time period where it's going to make you second guess yourself. Even readers, you're going to second guess yourself. There's been a couple of them like that when I was like, whoa, how could I be off so far? I mean, I'm not always right. I'm human. But usually, what I'm being told is, it's usually right. Usually. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm right all the time. No. But what I'm saying is everything's not going to seem, everything is kind of veiled. And this is the time where, even though there's a lot of chaos going on, and yeah, I'm outside again, it's much better out here with reception, so hope you guys like animals. Anyway, but during this time, a lot of stuff is veiled, and there's a lot of misconnections as far as communication and stuff like that. And it's like, not everything's going to be bad. It's like, it seems like it is, and then it seems like something rectifies it. You know what I mean? Just like that example. That person, I just knew. I knew. And then I started second guessing myself. I was like, what in the world? Really? Huh. Well, somebody else took and contacted the other person, and lo and behold, they'd been trying to contact the other person for a job for a week and a half. And like I said, this isn't the person I talked to yesterday. But there's been a couple times I even went back and double checked what I've told people. Because I'm like, oh, is that wrong? I mean, it still feels right. Is it wrong? Okay, stuff is veiled right now. There is 2 people I can think of, other than that one situation, 2 people right now, that something didn't happen. I feel it's veiled. I truly do. I still feel it's coming. It's veiled. So sometimes it makes you second guess yourself, but you know what? This is a time period to have faith in yourself and have faith in others and really just watch your temperaments because of stuff like that. And if you're an empathic person, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh man, you look tired. Yeah, I do look tired because I pick up on the feelings of a lot of other people. Plus I'd gotten hurt. I'm feeling better now, but I'm drained. During this time, especially if you are an empathic person where you feel what other people are feeling, even it could be just the stuff on TV and stuff, it will eventually, you keep feeling it. And during the time, it's making you second guess everything that you do and say. Don't do that. Have more faith in yourself. It's a chaotic period with the eclipse, but yet it's one, you've got the other one that's sitting here spinning around and trying to put you right on the right path. This is a time period to have more faith in yourself. If it feels right in your gut, it's right. That's how I feel about it. So far, it has proven to be true. And even though you can't see it right now, right in front of you, and even though stuff's made to make you second guess yourself, guess what? Have more faith in yourself. I have faith in myself. I'm sitting here, and I even caught myself for a second. I'm like, whoa, what? No. Everything that seems to be going negative right now is going to rectify itself. And sometimes it's out of situations, from people that you wouldn't even expect. I mean, or situations will just all of a sudden turn around, but it's veiled to you. That's what I meant by Loki. It feels like there's tricks being played on people. And it'll even mess with your mind. So especially if you're feeling extremely tired, and I'm not going to use, on my videos, I could go ahead and put a filter on, to make sure where I don't look so tired. I ain't going to do that because during this time, I'm not the only one that's feeling like this. There is a lot of people, especially. It's going to affect empathic people, children, my animals are acting. They're acting out too. It's just the time period. And this whole month and part of July, it'll start getting a lot more brighter towards around the beginning of August. But let me tell you what, there's still more to come. And people just need to keep their minds together and hold it together and not sit here and lose themselves in the temporary chaos, okay? This is meant to, what's going on with people and how you're feeling right now, and I mean, nobody gets away from it. I don't. Cupcake, stay there. There will be a chicken jumping up here, not out of the usual. But anyway, it's meant to put everybody in a better, like in a more on-task mind frame. So if you have some bad habits, I mean, everybody does. I do. Everybody's got bad habits. You're human. This is meant to shake you up a little bit. Don't do it. And it's meant to put you on the correct path. And sometimes it's going to be draining. And plus all the stuff astrologically. And no, I'm not an astrologer. And I know it says on the Lolitas where it says psychic and astrologer, but that's the only choices I had. I'm actually an intuitive tarot reader. So this is all just shaking everybody up to put them on the correct paths. And to see exactly how strong of a person you really are. That's what I feel. So those who have bad habits, or they have bad mindsets, and even if you have good ones, it is putting you on the right path. This is, I feel this time period is actually making it to where people have to toughen up. You have to get back on the right path. If you've gone off your path, and everybody's human, everybody does it. Start going on the right path. Have more faith in yourself. If something feels right, go with it. And like I said, this is a time when I told everybody, if you're a gossiper, really watch it, truly do. And let me explain about my situation a little bit. And I said I had something similar happen to me. This is not some friend thing or anything like this. This was a business thing where I don't even know this person. And this person started spreading stuff, and I didn't even know who this person was. Just people will show themselves for who they are. And they were wrong, but they had no problem spreading it around. Well, guess what? It all came back. It all came back to that person. What goes around comes around. And this time period, really keep your nose clean. Do the right thing no matter what other people are doing around you, and no matter how it feels veiled around you. And it's gonna feel veiled. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, it's the end of a situation. How am I gonna get out of this? And then bam, have faith, because it's not just about having friends around and stuff, but be careful, you know, because friends will help you. But what I'm saying is, it seems to be that every bad situation that has come up for me has actually rectified itself, and there's been people involved. There's actually been people who stopped it. I'm started thinking about it each time. So this is just a time period where it's just kind of stirring the pot in people's heads and really showing who they are. This is what it's about. And for those of you who are normally not extremely tired and you're feeling drained, it's really what's going on with the eclipses and everything else. It is temporary. Hang in there. You will be feeling emotions more. Here she comes. Again, I do have a hobby farm, so those of you who are watching that are new, they will. I've got one. She's like a puppy dog. She will jump up. She's in a couple of my videos. But anyway, so don't be surprised. But anyway, this time period, like I said, again, have faith in yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Don't. Everybody's human. You're not always right. But I'm telling you, it's veiled. It is veiled. Just like that example with that person with the job. And like I said, it wasn't the person I talked to yesterday. Actually, he's got the job. He got it. And he had it the whole time, but it was misconnections. And it wasn't phone calls weren't showing up. And then one phone call finally showed up. I mean, stuff like that. She's like, what in the world? Okay, so it's spinning everything around. This is going to be a high-stress time for people. Have more faith in yourself and do yourselves a favor. Know this is temporary. And do not, especially your empathic people, do not get down. Do not start getting depressed. This is a time, instead of getting that way, to get yourself up and get moving. This is also a time, not on top of just that, this is also a time where you're being forced to make decisions. You have to turn your life around whichever way you want to go. You are being forced. So you've got all that together, and that just makes a big old huge emotional bag. Plus you've got what's going on in the world, and that's not helpful either, excuse me. But you can tell exactly, I mean, there's chaos everywhere. Do not add to it, and don't allow your stress levels to cause the chaos for you. You see what I'm saying? Always second guess something. If it doesn't feel right to you, second guess it. Even if it shows right then and there and you can't see it in front of you. As I've told people, just because you don't see it right that second doesn't mean it's not real. And that's what I tell people about the cards. I'm human. I'm not always right. But you know what? I second checked several things where it looked like I was wrong. I still strongly feel that I'm not. And it's not because, I know. No, it just got intuition. Something's veiled. So during this time, everybody, you've got friends, you've got family, and there's going to be a lot of people misunderstanding stuff. Really, this is a time for people to really work on their personalities and not lash out and attack people. Now, yes, justifyingly so, I had every right to lose my temper, but this is the time it went to an extreme. Okay, so it's just times like that, just understand that life is kind of veiled for a little bit, but at the same time, it's like that pop bottle, stuff's going to keep hitting you in the face. Temporary. Keep it held together. Go with your gut intuition. Go with what you feel. And a lot of people, I've had a couple of people apologizing for, who they are and stuff like, don't apologize for who you are. Don't do it. Be you. During this time, whatever you do, don't change your personality or how you are for anybody. I'm not saying be arrogant. I'm saying be yourself. Don't be a part of a problem with, that something could be simple. You know what I mean? And don't doubt yourself. I'm not saying, oh, well, walk around, I'm right all the time. Okay, no, that's not what I mean. Have more faith in yourself, especially during this time. And have more faith in the people that you actually know are the true people who's always had your back or have always been there. Unless your situations, my animals will start. I'm telling you, my animals are worked up too. This is astrologically. Have more faith in yourself, like I said. And if this situation, I'm going to tell you right now, don't sugarcoat everything. Don't do that. Don't be naive. If something's happened before this stuff, even before these eclipses were already on their way, and we've got a moon too. Okay, before that even happened, if you were already making decisions, ask yourself, everything seems chaotic and you're going. Sit yourself down, and if you already made a decision about stuff before, that wasn't veiled. It's right, what's going on right now. So this is a time where it's going to set people against people. Just be careful. Make sure if it's somebody who, and this is not a personal situation I'm talking about. I'm just saying in general because I've been kind of watching it. And with the way people have been acting, it's just like 1 minute you're fine and the next minute it's like, what? What do you want? What's going on? What? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's not a paranoia, I'm not going to say, but it makes people sit here and go, you wouldn't normally act that way. Okay, so stay true to yourself. Go with your gut intuition. If you're feeling extremely tired, it's going to last for a little bit. Just keep going. Do not fall into depression. I'm not going to do it. Keep going. Have more faith in yourself. This stuff is a temporary thing as far as these transits and the eclipses, and we've got the moon. You put that all together, and that's like a gigantic Coke bottle that's getting some mementos in it. Okay? So just hang in there. Rely on your friends and your family. If you have a little tiff, remember it's a little tiff. Okay? But if it happened before and you were having issues and you actually saw some truth to something, stick with your gut intuition. That's all I got to say. All right, guys. Aries is going to be next. And I already said this once for the person who made a comment on how tired I looked. Yeah, I'm worn. But I'm not going to filter myself. I'm not going to pretend I'm, somebody else. I'm not going to do that. So I'd rather come on here tired, looking. I know I'm not the only one. This is temporary. We'll all get our energy back. It'll be, we'll all start feeling a little bit better as far as stuff feeling square here pretty soon. Hang in there, guys. Aries is next. I will be back on. I'm not going to give an exact minute, but because like I said, there's always small things that seem to happen right now. So roll with it, guys. I will be back on with Aries here in just, I would give it not less than 30 minutes. I can't really give a time frame. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.